All right, welcome to another episode. I am Brian, the Unskilled Commander, and this is a little deviation, another special, very special episode. We've got the Unskilled Commander, two-headed guest. So instead of me playing 4 decks, I'm playing 2 decks, and my good friend Dell is playing 2 of his decks.
Hello.
He does have his own channel on YouTube as well.
Delicious God.
Get it?
Brian,
Delicious God is pretty.
Brian will put a link in the comments, I'm sure.
I will not do that at all. Yes, I will.
I'm calling my agent.
Yep, you should. Get your money back, whatever, however it works. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically do two-headed giant commander for the most part. So it's 60 life as opposed to 40. Both of these decks will be attacking his and vice versa. And if we understand the rules correctly, you have to still declare the person you're attacking even though it's a team life total. So if this has a bunch of creatures, I will say, I'm attacking this version or that version, but both of them can block. So if this is empty and I swing in and he's got a creature, he can still block for them, and because it's a team.
You should have to declare targets. I figure that makes the most sense, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then, so when we looked it up, it's still 21 commander damage, which is weird, but it's 20 total poison damage if that factors in, and I don't know that it does on mine, but
I can guarantee I don't have any infect in any of my decks.
right. Okay.
But I put such weird stuff in this one that I might.
Perfect. All right, so since you are the guest, you roll the 4-sided dice, and we'll see what side goes first.
Not me.
Okay, well, yes, because it was 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have declared that earlier. I mean, this is, whatever one lands on, that's magically what this is.
As a lifelong fan of the channel, I know the rules.
All right, so we're going to start
introduce the decks, or...
Oh, that's a very good point. Wow. I haven't recorded for like a month, and now I'm a noob again. Not that
That's okay. Nudging you along.
Yep. So we've got Lozan, Dragon's Legacy, my Lindsay Lohan, as she was. Flying 4/2. Whenever you cast an adventure spell or a dragon spell, Dragon's Legacy deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target that is not a commander. So the deck is mainly, eventually, it's not fully optimized. It was built off of mostly what I had. But the idea is to drop...
It's the most fun to build.
Yeah, drop off like 5, 6, whatever cost dragons, smack somebody in the face, and then they're dragons, so most of them have cool effects and or are flying, and then swing in for more damage. Then over here, we've got my 5-color legendary deck, meaning that 99% of the creatures in here are legendary. There's like 2 exceptions, which I still say the one druid guy that is like, he mana fixes for you, is like all lands tap for any color and whatever.
The flip one?
No, he's like it's the green, he almost looks like the green giant. He's like laying all seductively.
Oh,
he's
like Druid of Elysium or something like that.
I don't understand why he's not legendary, but because he just feels like he should be.
He taps like triple the mana, you think that would be...
Yeah, it's something. But anyway, so...
Get on it, Wizards, come on.
Yeah, come on, get your crap together.
We're out of that.
But the whole point is to just play a bunch of really cool legendaries that inadvertently synergize with each other in some fashion, and then just swing for tons of damage. Neither one is super complicated. Del?
I have a Duretti Scrap Savant, a little Dane DeVito art I got a while back. I like to call this deck my Mono Red Dredge. It's all just dumping stuff in my graveyard and hoping something actually helps me out. I don't win too much with it, but it's a lot of fun.
Nice. Here
I have Scion of the Dragon. It has flying. Tap 2, search your deck for a dragon, put it in the graveyard. It becomes a copy of that card. This deck is fun. This is my new pet project. This is supposed to be the worst deck in Magic. So, spoiler alert, there are no dragons in this deck. It's all searching, fail to find, crap cards. Should be a lot of fun. I don't plan to win with this one. And if we do, I think it'll be more entertaining. I think it'll be fun. Like, oh, look at that guy.
Look at that. Brian, your decks are absolute garbage. You lost to...
You lost to... Technically 2 garbage decks, because I said I do a lot of graveyard stuff, so like trash versus treasures. There you go.
I like it. I wouldn't call them treasures, but we hopefully, we'll see. All right.
So I think we each have a hand ready to go.
We do. And that's right, because so with two-headed giant, each team goes in sync with each other. There's not turns, so it's like, obviously we're playing both, so we're jumping back and forth, but so we'll draw cards on my side for turn.
I will do the same. I'm gonna have to play that first because I have to explain why I'm laughing. Sorry, I forgot it was in there.
Everybody goes at the same time. I thought it was like this side of the table has a turn.
I'm sorry.
Isn't that what it was?
Yes. I have cheated a little bit.
Oh my gosh, that's it. The
I
whole
just got,
thing is in
I got
mind.
excited.
Fantastic. Way to go. All right.
Judge.
Brad, where are you? All right, so playing lands at the same time.
Bradley, can you hear me? I am lost and so alone.
Frontier Bivouac over there and Swiftwater Cliffs. But when it comes in, I do gain a life.
I'm just going to keep these I already drew.
Yeah. Aha, I'm winning. We're winning. Whatever. It's 61.
Pulled ahead.
And nothing else we can do, so we're going to pass.
I'm going to move these off to the side because it kind of looks like they're in the field. So I already drew. Mm-hmm. And what I'm going to do is a little shenanigans. Let's do the shenanigans first. How about that?
Yeah.
So on this side, I got a mountain. Mountain, Mox Amber. I'm going to Faithless Loot into my graveyard. Try to figure out where I'm putting everything. So I'm going to draw 2, then discard 2. Still good?
Yep, just making sure everything's on the shot right.
And then discarding my boy Squee. And I'm going to discard Pulverize. I don't want to be that guy yet. Okay. And then on this side, Maze's End.
Nice.
There are 0 gates.
Oh no.
And that's all I got.
What is the point of that deck? Like, how is it supposed to do anything if there's...
It's a toilet deck. It's brown sleeves, yellow case. It's all poo.
Yeah, apparently. All right, drawing cards on either side for turn.
That's what I drew as Laphazar. I'm like, I don't remember putting it in there. That makes it even funnier.
All right, so we're playing a mountain over there and Sand Step Citadel over here. It comes in tapped.
Sand Step Citadel.
I don't think I have... Wow,
That's my mana base in this one, too, because those land, everything that comes in tapped. Well, it's a
what
good,
are you saying? You're saying this is crap?
Well, I'm saying it's a good, bad land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I have better lands in here than Maze's End.
I would hope so.
But not by much.
Yes. I've got way too many bounce lands in my hand on this side for that. That's not good. Do I have anything that's 2-drop over here? I do, actually. So we'll tap blue and a red for Enthusiastic Merchant. 2/2 flyer. Artifact spells cost 1 less to cast. That's cool.
I like the art in that one. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it looks neat. And he's a Goblin Artificer, so he's not a dragon, so I don't have to worry about playing him before the commander's out. So, pass turn.
Untap. Do both time. Draw. Crumbling Necropolis. I'm going to do this side first, because that makes sense in my brain.
Why not?
And then play a Soul Ring off my Maze's End. I don't think I have to describe what that is.
No, you must describe every card for
Should we be doing it?
No, it's fine. Right. Just like, obviously not Soul Ring, but like stuff that when you play, because honestly, I don't know what half these cards are. Right now,
I can do better than narrate. So I played Crumbling Necropolis, taps for blue, black, or red, comes in tapped. I have a lot of those lands in here. You have a couple over there as well. Yeah. That's all I can do for that dude. And then, let's say, your buddy Dell plays a lot of foreign cards, but spoiler, he only really speaks English. So you might have to look up what exactly some of these cards do.
That's fine.
Meantime, we'll play another mountain.
My problem is that because the phone is being used to record this, I can't ever check anything.
I'll have mine so I can show you.
Okay.
Because I do have an English version of my commander if you do have any questions of what it does.
Okay.
But in the meantime, 2 mountains. I'm going to play Liquid Metal Torque. It's a 2-mana artifact, has tap to add 1 colorless mana, or tap it to target non-land permanent, becomes an artifact in addition to other types till end of turn. And that is all I think I can do, because I still can't use that. I think I'm good.
Alright. Untapping. Simul drawing.
I should just do this. One hand in each hand.
Right.
The Magic Man. Whip it.
And then mix them all together by accident. Like, oh crap.
Make sure double check I don't have more than 7.
Right. Alright. I hate to do this at this point when can't play anything, but we're gonna play Azorius Chancery, bouncing this back to my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't have to discard at least.
Can't cast anything off before you bounce it or anything.
Oops, why is that over there? That's red.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't. Yeah, nothing that was a 2-drop. That's the problem.
Every one of my decks has green sleeves except for that one. So it's good I'm playing with this game with that because I'm like, oh, I would have been messing it up.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking ahead to that, and I'm like, I'm really glad I picked 2 decks that had different color sleeves. I will play an island, keep the balance of the lands going.
The
Don't have
balance
any
of the
good
lands.
3-drops. I do not. So we will
Isn't
just
that Lord of the Ring book?
What's that?
The balance of the lands is in that Lord of the Ring book.
I don't know. Is it? I
I'm
don't think
I'm
so.
making a joke.
Okay. Well, I mean, there are a bunch of weird, like,
The balance
pseudo
of the
books.
lands.
You know. Yeah, the balance of the lands. Clarice. I'm going to play Environmental Sciences, search a library for basic land, reveal it, and I gain 2 life. Oh, that's what came up.
Pulling ahead again.
I mean, it doesn't go into the battlefield.
You know what? You know what?
What?
I'm going to make your island an artifact.
No. But I am going to gain 2 more life, so look at that. 63 life. This goes into my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Well, I can attack, so we'll go ahead and fly into you.
Monster.
I know. My little gargoyle is like,
What's that
I
from,
want blood.
Portal. I don't blame you.
And we'll pass.
Okay, I'm going to untap. To a badass little card draw. One with each hand. And I'm going to do my artifact side first. So that makes sense. Still don't have your legendaries to play, but I can do Shrine of the Forsaken Gods. Tap land, tap for 1 colorless mana, or tap for 2 colorless mana. You can only use it to cast colorless spells, but I have to have 7 more lands to do it, so I don't. So that's going to be a little one guy for now. What I can do is cast my Thran Dynamo.
Nice.
Forecast artifact taps for 3 colorless mana.
Yep.
I feel like I'm done on that side. What did I draw over here?
I want Thran Dynamo in all of my decks, but it's like it's not expensive, but it's just expensive enough that you can't just go and buy a bunch
It's
of
a couple
them.
bucks.
Yeah, it's like 4, something like 3 or 4.
Is that the 4 now?
I thought.
My dumb. I got the expensive one back in the day, so like I'm not gonna buy those ones for all my decks. But if you're looking for trains, I might have some extra.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything to trade.
I don't either. I trade all my stuff at the convention. I'm going to play an Exotic Orchard. It's a land taps for any mana your opponent's lands can produce. Can you produce a black mana by any chance?
I can. Well, yes. I mean,
Okay.
okay.
Can you produce a green?
No.
Shucks.
That's the one I bounced. Haha! I was anticipating.
Oh, you jerk.
Yes.
How... I can make a black. I can do this. I can't do exactly what I wanted, but I can still do some silliness.
Okay.
So you can make a red, so use that. So I'm going to make 1 black and cast Shadowborn Apostle. You can have any number of Shadowborn Apostles in your deck. I have 1.
Okay.
And you can tap or pay a black and I believe sacrifice 7, if I'm not mistaken, to search for a demon. I have 1.
Right.
So this is my what are you doing deck.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to cast 7 dwarves. It is a 2/2 dwarf. Gets +1/+1 for each other creature on the battlefield or that I control. Name 7 dwarves. The deck can have up to 7. I have 1.
I figured.
And I think that will make the end of my turn.
I'm getting scared now. Now I just think that deck is going to freaking win because it is so bizarre. And everything about it is like, well, you can have X about it here. I have 1. And somehow they're going to come together and form just
wait
the
till
most...
I cast my commander. I have a catchphrase.
The most bizarre Voltron ever. And it's just going to stomp on everything. I don't like it.
Garbage Voltron.
Garbage Voltron. Do you remember the DuckTales episode where Gizmo Duck got his suit shrunk in the wash and his mom built him a new one out of garbage?
That was a cool episode.
Yeah, that's what this is. It's like the garbage Gizmo Duck armor.
I can be down for that.
All right, drawing the cards. Just, wow.
Trash assemble.
All right, we're going to tap 1, 2, 3 for Indatha Crystal. It's an artifact that taps for white, black, or green. Then, let's see, what else do I want to play? Well, might as well just keep going with the the unnecessarily slow ramp. So I will do Celestia Sanctuary, bouncing this other tap land at my hand.
That is the exact reason, as we discussed before filming, I took those out.
Yeah.
I was bouncing too many of the tap lands where I'm like, I can't get anything
don't
out.
normally get 3 of them in like my opening, 8 cards, but it's like,
The cards are against you, Brian.
they are. Well, the decks are against me. I'll play another island for turn. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Still not enough to do that. Can I do? Jesus, I can't even do anything. All right, hang on. Yeah, everything. Well, that kind of makes sense though. See, this is the one where I need some more like crystals or something, artifacts to beef up. So, all right. Do you have flyers? I think
I do not.
you do not. Okay, well, take 2. And then I'll wait for the crackback and pass turn.
It might not come. I'll tap all my stuff.
I anticipate this will be like the one video that actually takes off and is like, well, you guys are hilarious together. And it's like, why don't you just stop doing it by yourself? It's like, well, yeah.
Bring Dell back.
Yeah, we want Dell. We want Dell.
Now, I think this is a bad land, but it's also very good. Mana Confluence, you have to pay life to activate it for any mana.
Yeah, like, I don't like anything where it's like, hurt yourself. But I've seen that in like a lot of decks that are meant to be like competitive because it's like, it's fast and it's like, doesn't come in tapped. And
With
like,
a 5-color deck, it's highly recommended. Like,
yeah.
You probably want the City of Brass too is another one that does that.
Mm-hmm.
They're expensive, but I think they're worth the money, especially when you have to play every color, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I am going to black, 2 colors. Now this is more on point for garbage. Phyrexian Negator has trample. It's a 5/5, and whenever it is dealt damage, I have to sacrifice that many permanents.
Oh no.
Be nice, Brian.
Well. I don't know.
This is, again, don't get scared.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have green again? Yes, you do.
Yeah, now I have green.
Don't be scared.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Gemhide Sliver.
Slivers!
Now, I think I do have 2 slivers. They both do the exact same thing.
Okay.
This is part of my mana fixing, so I need more mana. So all my slivers can tap for any color.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of 2 slivers. So I will be completely upfront about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to cast on that side.
Is it the Mana Weft Sliver? Is the other one?
I believe so.
Because I think that's because in my Sliver deck, that's the main mana fixer.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what this card's called. But it's the one where you can tap for a colorless. Actually, you know what? We have technology on our side.
We do.
Where is my app?
Is that one of the secret layers or something?
No, it's the that is not the right app. The D&D book covers.
Okay.
Here we go. TCG player. I believe I can scan it. Oh, later. Please. We have to do it on black. I was trying to do it for the camera. Yeah. Treasure Vault. You have to tap to add a colorless, or I can pay XX and get sacrifices to create that many treasure tokens. So half of how much I pay into it makes treasures.
Okay. Gotcha.
Really cool art. Mm-hmm. Really looks really cool in Japanese. I do not read Japanese, so I have that problem a lot, and especially when I lend out decks, because I try not to lend my decks out too often.
Right.
Where you're like, I don't know what any of your cards do. I'm like, well, I'll be honest with you, I don't either. So let's look that one up, buddy.
Right.
I have one of my new cards for this deck. I'm excited to play for the first time.
Okay.
I still don't have a legendary, so I can't use that. So I'm gonna pay 3 with that, and 1 with that. Play Karn Living Legacy.
Ooh, one of the new Dominaria ones.
With one of my favorite artists, Arcade Post.
Nice.
I actually ordered this online because I didn't pull it, and the guy who shipped to me gave me one of the art cards for it too. So I gave him a very big thumbs up on TCG.
Sweet.
If I knew his name offhand, I would have mentioned it. So I'm very happy. What he does, he comes in with 4 loyalty. You add 1 loyalty rather. Create a tapped Power Stone token, and it taps for colorless mana. And you can't use it to cast a non-artifact spell. Take 1 loyalty away, pay any number of mana, look at that many cards from the top of your library and put one of those cards in your hand, and the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. And his ultimate is -7. You get an emblem with an untapped artifact you control and deal 1 damage to any target.
Nice.
Now, like I said before, I forgot my infinite tokens, so we're probably going to have to improvise.
Right, no, that's fair.
But he comes in with 4. I'm going to bump him up to 5. Make a little Power Stone.
Sweet.
And you know what?
That sounds like a
That
perfect...
counts as a power spell.
Yeah, it does. That sounds like a great guy to have in any kind of decks, like the food decks or whatever, where you have like 50,000 food token artifacts, and then it's like, they all now ping
It says
you.
you can't cast it. What does it say? Mana can't be spent to cast a non-artifact spell. I wonder if that
I meant
also...
the artifact.
Well, I would say like you have to pay so much for clue activation and food activation stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? I wonder if you can use that mana for that still. I'm not sure
Oh, yeah.
the rules on that, but that seems like on flavor at least.
Right.
Make a pun.
I definitely meant like the ultimate, where it's like, I've got like 10 foods or
Oh, I
whatever.
see what you're saying now.
And you're
I
like,
see
I
what
ult this, and now you take like 10 damage.
food fight.
Yeah.
Tap all the food, smack somebody in the face. Before I forget, I'm also gonna play my Voltaic Key. It is a 1 cast artifact. Tap it and pay 1 to untap another target artifact. Now, don't get too scared because it's not really too much of a combo, but that is a bunch of stuff for that turn. So I think I am going to attack you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Before I
open.
forget. So 3, boink.
I'm down to like starting life total. Oh no.
Oh no, I had to reset.
How
And
insolent.
I am done after that, I believe.
All right. Untappies. Double draw. All right, so we're gonna play another mountain over here. And what do we want to play over here? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. So we will play this swamp that doesn't come in tapped. I'll tap everything.
Thank the heavens.
Play Commander Ramos. And then rinse and repeat by tapping all 5 over here.
Oh
play
gosh, we
Rosette.
have a legendary double commander drop.
Boom. The
I might be
boomage.
able to do that next turn too.
Here's the thing. I see. Whenever you cast a spell, so I don't think that counts Lozan, right?
I think it has to
Nowhere
be
team-
you,
yeah, I
you
think so.
specifically, I believe.
Yeah, because it doesn't say team anywhere.
Because I believe it does say you or a partner.
some
or
of the cards
teammate,
do. Yes.
Right?
There was a whatever that was from. Was it Battle Bond or?
Battle Bond had a lot of teamwork stuff.
Because it was like this costs 1 less if you if you or your teammate cast a spell already or something like that.
There's even older cards too. They reference teammates, which I had played a game a couple weeks back where we had that argument of who actually can you just say a friend or foe? Some cards can say that. You can pick
Right.
who gets it or not. No, they have to be specifically teammates. Shame. But
All right.
are you
so
gonna?
I'm gonna go to attack. You have any flyers still yet? No.
I do not.
Let's see. Well, you know what? We're gonna go and swing at Karn for 2.
My boy. I can do nothing about it except
Nope.
cry.
And then I will pass.
How looking, boss?
Good. I'm all gun shy now. There was one time where I lost an episode because I went through like whatever the full episode was, like an hour, almost an hour and a half. I get them like, okay, thanks everybody, and I go up to turn it off, and it's not running. I'm like, what? And it stopped after 30 minutes. And I think what it was is that I got 2 spam calls like immediately back to back.
Knocked you out.
I think because normally I've gotten calls before and it doesn't stop it, but I think because it hit and then hit again, they were like, it's important. Like the computer thought it was like,
Hey,
let it
dude,
through.
somebody's calling you. You want to pick
Yeah,
it up?
so I was like, oh, so now it's in airplane mode specifically, so I don't get calls.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I'm going to start over here, play Yavimawa Coast. And I think I have...
Spoilers, you don't have any coasts in there. No.
Well, I have one coast. Like I was saying before, I switched to bounce lands for these, the tap for colors, or ping yourself for mana.
Right.
So I got what? Do I have enough mana? I have to, right? I have 5. So I'll say blue, black, red, green, white, right? One of each color. I'm going to take 2 damage from these 2 suckers. Cast my commander.
And you got flying now.
Now I have flying. And then I cast my commander over here, I believe. So 1 red, 3 colorless. Cast to ready.
Nice. Another double commander drop.
That's what I was saying last. They're like, no, I'm jealous. I got to do that now. Comes in with 3 loyalty. Ticks up 2. Discard up to 2 cards and then draw that many. -2, sacrifice an artifact to return artifact from my graveyard to the battlefield. And -10 to get an emblem for whenever an artifact leaves the battlefield. I can return 1 to the beginning of the next end step. Which I think I've been forgetting a trigger. the beginning of my upkeep, I am supposed to return him to my hand. I keep forgetting he's in my graveyard. So I'm going to retroactively grab my squee.
Yep. Squee!
And then while I'm at it...
we need to make like a deck that's just like, I don't know what you'd call it, but like somehow make it squee and like flippity, you know, like just like the idiot brothers or I mean, like the two morons or something like that. And it's just like...
It's funny you bring that up because I kind of have that deck started. It's Philip and Norin.
Okay.
Two of the guys that anytime you target them, they run away.
Yeah.
So I was making a red-blue deck with those two and a bunch of like Noggles, the Kobolds, there's a bunch of other crappy creatures. And I haven't found a cohesive way to bring it all together yet, but it is something I have been like working on in the background where I'm like, it's gonna come together. Like this did come together eventually, where I'm like, I gotta find just the right thing to do for it, right? But I like that. Like with the new Vorthos silver bordered card that came out, you have theme decks, or if you have any of the, I forget the exact word, but you can add one color over color, and cast anything with your selected theme. Like if you pick Liliana. Any card that has her in the art, you can use that mana to cast.
I think I did see something about that one, yeah.
And my first art was Squee. And I was like, there's like 5 cards I know with him in the art. And I'm like, that's not enough to really make a good deck.
Right.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
What was I doing? Oh, I'm going to discard Squee to do my ability here is to draw a card. And then I'm going to cast Goblin Welder. He's a 1/1 for 1, Goblin Artificer. Not sure how to say that. You can tap him to choose target artifact. A player controls a target artifact in a player's graveyard. If both targets still legal with this ability resolves, that player simultaneously sacrifices the artifact and returns the artifact to the battlefield. So, a little switcheroo action, right?
Sleight of hand.
And I think I'm done, my friend.
Okay.
Pass turn.
All right.
Garbage.
Garbage. Give me the garbage.
Just throw trash around the ring. Oh, did I bump him up?
You did not.
I'm going to do that retroact. Sorry.
Yep, that's cool.
Missing triggers.
Trying to get one over on me. All right. I think we'll go ahead and play a Rogue's Passage for land over here. What do we want?
A little sneaky sneak.
Yep. Oh my god. Like, I'm literally getting every single bounce land in this deck, and I'm like, you're not helping
telling
right
you,
now.
dude.
No, it doesn't go that bad. We'll play the Savage land that comes in tapped. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana on this side.
I'm telling you, man, I took them all. I was like, they're that bad. But people, you can play them in decks, but like, I kept getting like, dang.
And okay, cool. This might actually work to go faster, or not faster, but to get more stuff on the battlefield. I'm going to tap that for 1, 2, and 3 to play Ragavan Crystal. Then I'm going to tap that for blue and white, red, and one other to play Joda. Archmage Eternal. It's a 4/3 flyer. You may pay Wooburg rather than playing the mana cost for spells that you cast. Now, he has 3 colors in his identity. What's that?
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking out loud.
Okay.
He gets 3 counters, right?
Yep. Because that casts 3 colors in its command, its casting cost. Then over here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, can't do that actually. Jeez. But that can. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play Furkrag Cunning Instigator.
What'd you say?
Yeah, you Furkrag.
Like a fantasy cuss word.
Yeah, I know. He's a 3/3 flying haste. Whenever one or more dragons you control attack an opponent, goad target creature that player controls. That's not great in 1-on-1. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, if that creature had to attack this combat, I can put a +1/+1 counter on him. So if this was a
goad
multi,
me, but then I have to attack you, and it doesn't really count.
yeah, it won't. Yeah, it won't work on that one. But I do have a cast trigger because I cast the dragon spell, so you're going to take 5 damage to the face.
Okay.
To your collective double-headed faces.
Ouch, my faces.
And I still have not even cast a friggin' artist back to do the one last, which is annoying.
So you're getting all of them over there.
Yeah. All right, let's see. So I currently have a 7/7 over there.
I do have a flyer.
Right, he's a 4/4, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. There's no point in swinging most of these ones, even though they're all... It's funny, they're all flying. Actually, they're all flying. Even Jodo flies for some reason.
Oh, well, he's a little wizard.
And he's like doing the cross-legged hover or something. But yeah, we'll go ahead and swing Ramos Dragon Engine at you. Or do it, well, he's a 7/7, but do I want to swing at you or do I want to swing at one of your planeswalkers? Could you give me another rundown of Karn real quick?
His +1 is to make more of the little mana artifacts. -1, pay any amount of mana to look at the top cards in my library. Put one of those cards into my hand and then the rest in the bottom. So I can like mill for one and then put them on the bottom. And his ultimate is I get an emblem with the tap an untapped artifact and control to deal damage to any target.
Right, okay.
So that can get ugly. I'm gonna be honest with Duretti, I never get to the ultimate. I just like doing the milling. So
You know, it's funny, like most people that play Duretti don't get to the ultimate too often.
your buddy Dell's not most people. But people always like they see him getting too high, and I'm like, nah, I don't even know if I have the token in there. I like doing this part.
Right.
Maybe the -2 because then like bring stuff back.
Let's see. You know, it's probably not the best move, but I'm just going to go ahead and swing at you for 7.
I don't want to take commander damage. Is there anything I can do about that? Oh, shucks. I'm going to block because I don't want to take that much commander off. Block my flyer, and in a response, I'm going to pay 2 and activate them.
Oh.
Here's the catchphrase. Where are my dragons? I have none, so I just get to shuffle my deck. And then my guy will die.
Okay.
So you'll go back to command zone. I don't think I have any graveyard recursions in this deck. That would make too much sense. Bink. I'll put a little dice on for that.
So okay, so I gotta ask, like, I know you love playing the wonkies, but like, how is that supposed to win at any, like, what is the goal of that deck?
Brian, our good friend Devin McCullough has once said, you need to put win cons in your deck because otherwise, what's the point of playing? Like, I'm playing to have a good time, man.
Okay.
So some of my decks that dirtle a little too much, I have put win cons. This one officially has none besides maybe smacking you with my commander or just getting enough little weenies on the floor to swing out. But this deck, honestly, no win con that I can really tell.
Okay.
And that's my problem. I need to build decks more for the competitive nature, but I play commander for the social aspect.
Right.
This one does have some stuff where I can do damage. I can get like stuff out, do some stuff. More like this is just my, let's play a casual game. I can
interact.
I can clean the board if I need to by making stuff artifacts, you know. I can do some stuff, but I'm here for a fun time, you know.
I appreciate that.
That being said, this is a pet project I've been working on a long time, so I'm just trying to find all the garbage, all the worst cards. Like, even like just looking on like TCG Player, or what's that called? Not TCG Player, EDH Rec.
Okay.
You see the percentages that are used in decks.
Yeah.
Some of these do have high numbers, but like, he doesn't.
Right.
And I got a pro I've had for probably 20 years. It's just like stuff you would think like, oh, that's scary. I'm like, oh, don't be afraid.
Right. There's no.
Be not afraid.
Yeah.
There are no gates in this deck. I almost actually added one by accident. I was looking for multicolor lanes, and there's the new ones do count as gates now.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Hold up.
That's great.
But I do have some mana fix. Like I have Soul Ring in here. I have that new card, Timeless Lotus. It's like a $30 card.
Is that the one where it's just like you pay 5 and it makes Swooberg, right?
It costs 5 and you tap it and make 5 mana.
Yeah.
I pulled it and I was like, this is a fun little junk card. Me thinking it's junk, and I looked as I built the deck. I'm like, oh, that's a $30 card. Well, that's in there.
Yeah, I mean,
more for mana fixing than being like, I thought it wasn't that good. Cause
yeah. I mean, it's kind of good for like especially like 5 color decks because it does.
I could see like you could sneak it in like.
Right.
You could sneak it with the red. There's ways to make your artifacts free. You just bounce it in there, and then tap for 5 mana.
Yeah.
One of each color.
Yeah. Okay. I respect it.
But,
I mean, because that's the thing. It's like one of the reasons for the whole creation of this channel was that, you know, my group is borderline competitive, and it's like you know, it's nice to play where it's just like, no, we're just messing around.
What's the word? Fun?
Yeah. Foon? What is this
Fun? I have
foon
not
you
used
speak
this
of?
fun. But you had attacked. I
Yes.
blocked. It
And-
has died, and I think that's all you got, right?
Yep, that is it. I will pass turn.
My turn. Where are my dragons? They are dead.
Get some plastic little like dinosaur bone thing, and there's all my dragons. They're just fossils.
I was actually the Street Fighter Secret Lair came out. Ooh. Well, you say this first. Aether Hub, I get 1 energy. That's the only card that has energy in this deck, I believe.
I do miss energy. I want them to bring, because like I have a 40, 60 card deck. So it could be like that I like. That's energy. You know, it's like it was a fun mechanic. I don't know why they haven't tried it
Do
again.
a little more with it. Oh, again, my upkeep, I get Squee back before I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it energy. I'm gonna play. Now, you got all those flyers. I'm torn between casting my commander again or casting other stuff. I really don't want to take that to the face. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have much more of a response to that than that. What I'll do is I'll make another dude, and then discard. Yeah, discard just Squee, draw a card. Yoink. That doesn't help.
Poor Squee is just like one of those abused henchmen in the cartoon movies where he's just like, get out of here. No, come back here for a second. Get out of here.
Leave. No, come back. Oh, man. The new one, the new printing is pretty cool, though.
Oh, yeah?
He makes little goblins.
Oh,
I forget the exact word, but like when he gets in the graveyard, he can do stuff like making goblins from the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. He has like a little throne with all his bodies around him. I think they're his, but they could just be other goblins. But,
right.
So 1 red. I don't want to use that because it makes too much. I'll use these good guys. Actually, what am I doing? I'm gonna tap differently.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you had to sacrifice. No, they just tap.
Oh, nice.
So using 1 for the other guy, I'm gonna tap in this, and 2, I'm gonna make Glittering Stockpile.
Mm-hmm.
It is a treasure artifact. You can tap to add red, put a stash counter on it. And another ability where I can tap it to sacrifice it, add X mana of any one color, whereas the number of stash counters on it. That's a nice little thing.
Mm-hmm.
What else can I do? I think the right play would be to cast my commander against it so I have another blocker. But you're just going to keep swinging that big boy over there and kill me. So I'm going to do...
my current strategy at this point.
I want to do a dumb thing that might kill me later, but that'll be fine. I got to cast my commander. I want to last a little longer. I want to last a little longer, folks.
That's fair.
So tap for 5, and then 2. I'm going to take 2 damage from that before I forget.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to announce which colors are what because
yeah, that's fine. We trust you. My faithful viewers trust you.
Right. I did it before I could do it again, right? But I do take 2 damage from my 2 pain lands.
Right.
And then I have just 1 mana short from doing both things, which really frustrates a little bit. But that should be fine. Now, the other part is I really want to swing out with him, but if you damage him, then I have to sacrifice stuff, and that's going to make me sad.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one of those cards I'm like, why did I put you in there? Oh, yeah, because you're garbage and you're fun. You got blockers.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any graveyard. You just have that one spell.
If nothing's gone to the graveyard.
I can do some shenanigans, but nothing at the moment. That's the poop of it.
Mm-hmm.
I might as well make a red, cast my Manifold Key. does pay 1, tap it, untap another target artifact, or pay 3 and tap it. The target creature can't be blocked this turn. And I get a little treasure. What did I say was stash counter?
Mm-hmm.
And that will be my turn because
Okay.
there's not much else I can do. No, having a good time. Hey.
Draw. Right, go for another. Actually, we'll go with another mountain. And then for land over here, we'll go with Sandstep Citadel, I guess.
Making its triumphant comeback.
Yeah, he's like, I'm back, guys. All right. How much mana do we have over here, and what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh,
I just realized I have a way to deal with your artifacts in my graveyard. My pulverize there.
Okay, what's pulverize do?
I destroy all artifacts.
Oh, shoot. Well, I mean, that's a thing.
I have ways to get artifacts back from my graveyard, but not a way to get my sorcery.
Okay, so we will do that. We will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to cast Terror of the Peaks. So, cast trigger, you will take 5 to the face.
Ow.
Off of my commander's ability.
Mm-hmm.
He is Terror of the Peaks is a 5/4 flying. Spells your opponent's control that target Terror of the Peaks cost an additional 3 life to cast. And then whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power. So now it kind of is like the commander a little bit.
Blasting me with dragon butt.
Yep.
Shucks.
Now, this is kind of a gross move. I don't know if I should do it. I don't really have too much else to do, actually. We'll do it, and we'll see if you let it happen. We'll tap this.
It's probably going to happen.
We'll tap these, so I have 2 white, and then a blue and a green, so that's 2 white and 2 other, and then 2 red for Aurelia, the war leader.
Yikes.
Yeah. So she's the 3/4 flying vigilance haste. Whenever she attacks for the first time each turn, untap all creatures you control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase.
I'm getting spanked.
So on the cast, this will go up by 2. So now I could remove that and make double Wooburg if I wanted to, but I only have like 1 non-freaking land card in this hand. So not much point to it.
I wouldn't mind if you just took them all off anyway.
Right, yeah. I could take them off and then cast 2 spells for like nothing.
Usually you only have 1 though, right?
Yeah, exactly. One that's like a 3-drop.
Oh, yeah, that's good synergy there, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the reasons why it's in there. Plus, he's kind of like, he's not mana fixing, but he's like, there's a lot of like high cost creatures in here, so if I can get the Booberg.
You could have paid 1 less mana for your Aurelia doing that too.
Yeah, that's true. If I didn't have the right colors for it.
Right.
Or if I needed the extra mana up for something else, true.
All sorts of shenanigans you do.
I mean, actually, I guess it's true. I won't do it, but it's a good point. I could have actually gotten the other spell out of that if that's the case.
That's part of the show, right?
Yep.
Learn,
the Unskilled Commander, folks. Don't pay attention to my own ability.
He said the name of the show.
Well, he did it.
Roll credits.
Yep. All right, so now how does this doesn't affect everybody, right? It's just me. Because it says whenever she attacks, untap all creatures you control. We've already established that you make this character.
I think you can attack with both people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it would just trigger for your side?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So like there's an attack phase for both of us, and then she would get a special extra attack phase.
Untap all creatures you control, and there's an additional combat phase. I think the 2-headed giant rolls would be in an additional combat phase, but I think only this side untaps.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah, I agree. That's what I think as well.
Comment if you disagree.
Yes, hit that comment thingy and say, you guys...
Smash that like button.
You guys are morons, you don't know. It's like, well, now hold on.
Well, actually,
sir. It's imbecile, not moron. All right, so we're going to move to combat. I will, of course, be swinging both of these. And I think we kind of got to start... I don't want to get rid of my... he doesn't have haste. I guess I can't really swing too much. Well, that's right, because you have one flyer. And you don't want to take the currently 9 commander damage, so... We'll swing these boys at you, too.
And there's no other shenanigans beyond just attacking until Aurelia goes off, right?
Right. So when she attacks... Or is it combat damage or attacks? When she attacks for the first time, these would untap, and then
you would have an additional combat after that.
Right.
So I'm actually going to block your Aurelia so I can kill her.
Yeah.
So we'll trade off on that. Oh, no, actually, I survived that. I survived.
Nice.
Okay. That dies.
Right.
I'll take... Crap.
9 commander.
9 commander. I'm going to mark that while we're talking. So 9 on this side.
9, and then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 more. Well, 18 total, sorry.
So I will go to 24.
Now, does Ramos still get his second attack?
I think because... Let me read the card one more time.
Yeah, I think it's
I think it's still there, right?
Yeah.
Because she can't attack anyway, right? Well, she could, but it doesn't trigger again.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, there's still combat if it doesn't say, as long as she's on the battlefield, that would have to be the wording.
Right.
So,
okay. So then, another 9.
Now that time, I'm going to block it again, thank God, and then not take the rest of that.
Nice, okay.
That
Smart.
I thought it was a 4/4. I'm like, oh, okay. What's that mean when they just put the hands on his head?
Nice. Well,
I survive.
Played. Yes.
I could have took one more hit because it'll make it 18, right?
Right, yeah.
So that's
20. You don't want to get that high that fast. All right, that is everything my boys can do. Pass turn.
All right, let's see if I can survive. What we got? Untap. Returning squee, because I remember this time, and then drawing. Ooh. Seeing a very good card on this side and seeing garbage on this side, I'm like, oh.
You shouldn't be surprised about the O. It's the...
That is like going from this was this one I drew, Mana Crypt.
Nice.
Let's lose more life, excuse me. And then drawing the card on this side, Frontier Highway. So, do I have enough mana? I think I cast my commander again. 5. Oh, I have to tap you. I do. I feel like I'm going to have to. Goodness gracious. Let's do the artifacts first. Can I do anything special over here? I can do... I can't bring Pulverize back. That would be the blessing. So, squeak out of the graveyard, draw a card. Ooh, land for turn. That helps a little bit. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna pay an additional 4 this time for commander tax. Taking 2 in the process. Bring him back out. Holy moly.
If we have viewers, they're probably like, what a douche, Brian, making your friend play crappy decks so you can win and be
I guess we should stay for the record that I wanted to play crappy decks. This is like a casual crappy. This is just straight crap.
And for my record too, this is my 5-color legendary. So 5-color, you gotta see how slow, how many bounce lands, and then this is still a relatively new deck. So I was trying to get as close to his as I could, so it wasn't going to be like stupid. Fun. I wasn't going to play like my Kemba deck against these things. I'm like, oh, she's unblockable with Infect,
Let's do. Ooh, wait a minute. Yeah, I could do a little shenanigans.
Nice, do it.
Let's do red. Make another thingy. Might as well use that too, right? I'm going to activate my Manifold key. I'm going to make my negator unblockable.
Nice, okay.
And then I'm going to go to combat. And I'm going to smack you.
Okay.
Take you down below 60. So that'd be 8 total.
8 total. All right, down to 52.
And then I think that's all I can really do. Oh, wait. Just sacrifice this, add red, draw a card. Ooh. Goblin more. Using that red and then the colorless, draw 4. And then discard 3 at random. This might hurt.
So wait, it was draw 4 and discard how many random?
Draw 4, discard 3.
Oof, that's kind of rough.
That's the fun of the deck. So which one can I keep? I'll let you pick.
This one.
That one and then
that one.
More, right? So discarding 3. Oh, Jewel Lotus. Moxa, look at all this value going in the graveyard.
Sorry.
And Sculpting Steel, that's fine. Got to keep a land at least.
I don't know that that's...
And then let's go for this fun. Chromatic Star. Sacrifice it for red. Draw a card. And that's not going to help me, so we're done with that. And I believe that's all I have. Tick, tick, right? Yes.
Yes. I think.
Got the thing for that. He's an upkeep, so that's if I survive.
Okay.
Faster.
Did you do the ready?
Yep.
Okay.
I did a squeeze in the graveyard again.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Untap. Double draw.
Double draw.
Well, we'll play a blue over there. And then we'll play Frontier Bivouac of my own over here. So then, moving to main phase, we'll tap black, black, and one other to play Adrana, Liberator of Malakir. So we'll go 1 up for the black. She's a flying first strike. Wow, they're all flying. This is crazy. There's so many non-flyers in this legendary deck, and it's like, we want to match the dragons.
I got 1 flyer.
2, 3. Whenever Drana Liberator deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1/+1 on each attacking creature you control.
Yikes.
Now, over here. Time to layeth the smacketh down. Oh, wait a second. First of all, we're going to go Rogue's Passage into the Soul Ring I just drew. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh, I can't even count right. 7, 8. I'm like, no, those don't tap. Oh, right, I'm tapping them right away. For Utarov Hellkite. So this is going to be a massive smack. It's a flying 6/6. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, create a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying. So 2 triggers. Cast the dragon spell, so you'll take 8 damage. And then a dragon or another creature entered the battlefield, so you take damage equal to its power, which is another 6. So that would be 14.
So I'm at 8.
Well, I mean, there's only, you gotta go at this point. Gotta go for it. I guess we'll go to combat, and there's nothing else to do, so we'll... Oh, that counted... I was gonna say, it cost 1 less. Cost 0. Not really.
Look, you're gonna kill me.
Yeah,
I think
we'll
you're right.
Swing
You paid a little extra.
So a 10/10 flyer, 3/3 flyer, 2/2 flyer, 4/2 flyer, and a 5/4 flyer.
So even if I block your big boy, I'm still dead.
Yeah, and then because the dragon attacked,
You get a bunch of tokens.
Yeah.
Well, they're not tapped and attacking, so
No,
not as bad as it could be, but I am dead. Both of me.
All of me. You've taken all of me.
In traditional commander fashion, I could have killed you next turn.
No way. Why? What you got?
My card.
Oh, right. Because
I could have maxed them.
Nice.
And
then dealt how much damage?
Probably not enough. But I could make a crap ton of treasures.
Mm-hmm.
That would have helped out. So I could at least make like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's just what I own.
Mm-hmm.
11 there. And then if I made enough, I don't know how much mana could I have made. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 treasures. 19 treasures. Just short of your life total, but then I could have just snuck in a little bit extra damage.
Nice.
At least like 40 some. But that was fun.
Yes. There you go, people.
Actually did stuff with this deck because I fixed the mana a little bit.
Nice.
But
I
not too bad for garbage.
Yes, it's intriguing. I want to see it.
For the record, any target, what was the damage?
Wait, what do you mean?
Any target. You could have kept smacking him and making me sack stuff.
That's
I'm
a good
happy
point.
you didn't.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't. And I wanted to cast this most of the game.
But oh yeah, I think I have that. What does it do again?
Exile top 13 cards. You can take one from, or no, then search your library for a card.
That's right. Yes,
I like cards. Are like, it's such a pretty art. But
yes.
It's so crap. And
Yeah.
that's one of the pet cards in here where I'm like, oh, that's going in.
Yeah, I think I might even have the full art of that. Because I kept it because I love it. It's beautiful, but I'm like, I don't want to friggin' do that because the one card you want, it'll be in those 13
That's
cards.
why I said this one. What else we to draw? Let's take a look. Oh, Aether Rift. I have no creatures. Oh, I have this guy. You can read that one. At the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card at random from your hand. If it was a creature card, you could put it on the play unless a player pays 5 life. Like a cool metal album artwork.
Yeah, that's actually pretty decent. Okay.
And there's another one of the ones I was talking about where it's search for a specific planeswalker, and there are none.
Right, nice.
Someday there will be a 5-color legendary that does something with shuffling of the library, and that's my dream. I want a legendary that cares about shuffling the library because it's all this deck does.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That'd be hilarious.
You can see how this kind of does too.
If I'd have done that though, if I'd have smacked, it would have killed him because all of the dragons came in. Okay.
But you could have done like a bunch of damage to him in response.
Yeah, you would have had to
like,
kill
you
like
gotta
5
sacrifice
things.
your whole board.
Yeah.
So that's like one of those things where I don't want it to be in the deck, but it has to be. And you kind of see what this deck does too. A bunch of artifacts, goofy stuff, cycling through my graveyard.
Well, that was getting going. That was like.
Oh yeah, this is like a fun deck where like I can, if the game's gonna last at least 10 turns, I can do some stuff, right?
Because you were getting there. You were definitely like, yeah,
I
was
could
going to
have
be
done
a
like
concern.
maybe 40 damage, something like that. If I could have got like, let's take a look. If I could have got like make everything artifacts or other artifact generation, you can see some of my value in this deck. You thought I've had this for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing great coming up, but
still, that's
pretty fun.
Yeah, that was a really fun game.
And I just had lands on my thing.
Because I don't know why, but I was just worried about that thing. For no reason, I'm just like, I don't like it. I don't like that it is so weird.
I think you're just used to playing with people I play with too. No offense to anyone listening at home.
Right.
Where, the point of the game is to win. And I don't build decks really for that. I want to do goofy stuff like back when I first started playing, just play all the old cards you don't get to play anymore. Right? That's the fun of Commander for me.
Yeah.
Come out.
I have a box, like 3-row box of cards. It's like, well, why have them if they're not going to go into something? But it's always like, I put the cards in, I keep doing it over and over. I'll build a deck, put these cards in, and then it's like, well, this is better. I guess I'll take this one out. And
I find stacks of cards like, what's this? Oh man, I started this deck a while back, and then you start looking like, oh yeah, I want to build this again. And you start doing it, and you lose your interest and kind of fade out, and it goes back in like one of the storage boxes. You find like another year or so later, you're like, oh yeah, I was gonna build this deck.
Right.
Like I have that stack of cards for Philip and Norin, where it's like I keep finding other noggles or other weird things I want to put in there. I find it, go through it, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna finish this, and then just put it off to the side, forget about it.
Right.
But
yeah, and you only like because this deck didn't even have much interaction. Nobody blew up anything or like countered anything. That's like so unheard of in any of the games I play. It's like you play something relatively good, and it's like by your next turn it's already gone. So it's fun to and those are valid. You want those in your decks for the most part, but you don't need to be like everything's blowing up in every second. But
I don't play a lot of counter spells. I don't play a lot of. I took a lot of tutors out, like search, land searches and stuff, so help with my mana efficacy. But I took a lot of stuff like that, like kind of more randomizes my deck, where I feel like I have more fun. Like the games are way more different. I'm not searching for some specific combo pieces every time. I think that makes it more fun for me and by proxy people I play with. And that's my concern more. I want to be invited back.
Right.
Not just for the show.
Right.
It's me like, hey, next time. But I have more fun playing that way.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree. Like, there's 1 or 2 decks that have the combos and has some tutors, but like I have
You got to do it.
Yeah, I've put
It's fun.
combos in a few, like I'd say half my decks, but I don't go for them. Like in one of the episodes, you get to finally see it go off in my landfall deck, where it's the.
I think if I saw that one.
It has. I don't think. I guess it might have not been posted yet, so I better not spoil it. But
No.
well, no, this will come out after.
I did
Whatever.
I was
It's-
watching the one with Dying the Soul Steeper. I don't think you got it out in that one, right?
No, like that's in there, and there was like I think there's like 2 tutors in that deck.
I think you talked about it.
Yeah.
But I don't think you had it. I can't remember.
Now, Toxtrol, I put a bunch of the tutors in because it was supposed because it's such a high cost commander. You have to go for that combo like fast.
I have a Toxtrol deck, not on me,
Mm-hmm.
but I did the same thing where I put a lot of ramp in it, so he gets out pretty early.
Whatever it is, yeah.
It comes out early.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first time I played it, I didn't realize it was every end step.
Right.
And when we figured that out, I was like, this is going to get disgusting.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. The one guy I played with, he had the avatar where its power toughness was equal to your life total.
Mm-hmm.
I kept putting -1/-1 counters on it over and over and over again. And it just had like, I don't know, literally like this, like 20 dice on this one creature. And I'm like, oh boy, when it dies. And when we finally killed it, I was like, yes, slugs. Just slip a slide everywhere. I don't play that one ever because that's one of my ones where as optimized as I don't make decks, that one got pretty disgusting pretty quick.
Well, you only get the slug, you get 1 per creature.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not for the counters. When a creature dies, you get a slug for every creature that dies.
We might not have been playing that right. Again, read the cards.
Right. Yeah. See, reading the cards explains the cards.
But it's still like, it's one of those cards like, as soon as I saw it spoiled,
Mhm.
I don't even think I saw it spoiled before I started building it. Man, was it Mark Rosewater posted he's going to have a legendary slug horror? And I was like, whatever that is, I love it. And as soon as I saw the art's, both the art for the original and the black and white showcase thing.
Yeah.
I love it. I have both, and I switch them out.
Mhm.
That's the other thing I like to do. I like to build a deck. Like, I guess I should mention this too. Where did I put you? This deck has 2 commanders.
Oh, okay.
I switch them out just to keep things fresh. I also have ATOG, where it's an ATOG that you sacrifice another ATOG to get power toughness equal to ATOG's power. There are no ATOGs in the deck.
Right.
But
yeah.
I love that art too,
Yeah,
where it has all the
like
different
weirdest.
ATOGs in it. That's just one, like, just to keep it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's a good. That's fun.
Oh,
I'm not
there's-
sure if it's
show for
really
the
gonna-
camera.
I was, but I don't think it's really gonna.
But,
zoom in too much. But yeah.
It's one of those cards where it's just like, I like it, and it's just keeps it fresh. Like,
Mhm.
if I get tired of playing this because I like to be able to go, where's my dragons? And just shuffle my deck.
Mm-hmm.
But I have that with, like, my equipment deck. I have partner commanders where I can switch out. It's always white, red, but I can mix it up and match it so I can make it less powerful depending on who I pick, or more powerful if I want to play it. I want to be a bastard about it, you know?
Yeah, and then like I mean that's how they do the precons anyway. Most precons always have.
Yeah,
like
that's
2,
where I got the
3.
idea.
Yeah, that's smart. That's cool.
And I like if you're playing like me and you,
Mhm.
we both have probably about the same power level building decks, not counting this one. But if you're playing with like people who are just starting out like at the store or in
Right.
public places or stuff where it's like, well, I'm new, I have a precon, I just want to like, well, I can kind of chain my commander in a little bit to kind of
Mm-hmm.
be
Right.
a little more fair for a newbie.
Nice. Yeah, I like that.
And it's like that's half the fun of commander too. Is like, well, what's that? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And my cards, like some people go like that, or like, what's that card? What is that? Nothing too scary, right?
Right.
But
Awesome. Well, I had fun for sure.
I had a blast.
All right. Hope you guys all did as well. The first sub episode of Unskilled Commander with the 2-headed guest. I've got a couple other friends that are kind of interested in doing this, so hopefully this will be a recurring thing
yeah.
throughout the episodes over the next year or two. We'll see.
Maybe we can actually have at least more than one person here too. Like, you have more people.
Yeah.
Once things get schedules and stuff, I'd be down for it.
Okay. Sweet.
So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check
Oh
my
my gosh, he said
check my
that.
channel out. I opened some box. I got some stupid stuff on there. I have a COVID video. It's really funny about how I caused COVID. Check it out.
So you were secretly a bat.
Yeah, I'll show you after we're done. I don't know if you ever seen that one.
No, I don't think I did.
It's one of those things I thought would blow up better, but it never did.
Aw.
But
All right.
anyway,
But
see you guys
thanks,
next time.
everybody. Yep. See you next time, guys.